Welcome to one of my very first reviews. This is going to be a review over the Kylo Ren Black Series voice changing helmet. Now, a little bit to get started with this review. Basically, a kind of breakdown of the mask. This helmet retails from prices between $70 and $2,200. Pardon me, and you can see it's a very, very fine, detailed mask. This mask you can get at Target. Now, the Target model does differ. It's usually $70 or $60, very low, and it looks the same about, but the Target model is smaller and the voice changer is less compatible with the inside of the mask, and I'll show you what the inside of the mask looks like and the compatibility with the inside. So this model is the $110 model. I got it for a very cheap price. This was originally supposed to be $200, but I got it on eBay. You can buy this on eBay, Amazon, you name it. You can buy it. Find it in local stores. Very hard to find though. But this also goes very well with the Kylo Ren Black Series Saber, which we can get a review very shortly. But as you can see, I want you guys to get a detailed look of this mask. Now, as you guys know, a little bit of backstory. If this is a spoiler to you in any way, I'm sorry. Spoiler, blah, blah, blah. This actually resembles a Darth Vader helmet, and as you guys should know, he's a fanatic for Darth Vader. So first look at this helmet, you should see that it has the same sort of back resemblance to this helmet. Now, mind you, this is a two-piece helmet. This is not a one-piece. As you can see, the details right here, that's a power button. Actually, it's a pitch changer button. We'll get into that shortly. This is a two-piece helmet. This is actually where the two pieces cut off. This whole front being the most heavy part, and the main selling point is this. This, you know, you have a hood, you could be good to go with this, but this completes it. This is the look. This is the second part of the helmet, and as you can see, we're going to revolve this around for you guys. As you can see, you're going to notice some battle scars along it.
Now, Spencer II, where were these battle scars originally? Where'd they come from? I don't remember them being on in the movie.
A lot of fan theories and theories that I've concluded about myself is that this mask, these wounds, the most popular fan theory and theorists have concluded that these wounds have come from the spoiler Rey versus Kylo Ren battle. This shouldn't really be a spoiler for you guys because this has been in trailers, and if you watch Japanese trailers, you should know that they get in fights. There's been screenshots of Rey and Finn together fighting Kylo. But anyways, they say that these battle scars, as you guys can see, have originated from that battle, but they've also said that they were scars from the Knights of Ren. Now, mind you, these markings here and this long scar across, these were added in by the company that made the mask and the helmet. I don't recall ever seeing as many battle scars, but they did that just to make it not look so plain on the top.
So basically, it is not movie authentic to say, but it is based on the mask seen in the movie.
That is correct.
Okay.
The Supreme Edition, which you can buy, or whatever they call it, the Supreme, it's the best selling point. This is not even close to the Supreme. The Supreme, this would be all metal, and this would be all metal. The chrome lining across his face, which is another main selling point of the mask. That's why people buy it a lot. And the Supreme would sell for around $800. It doesn't come with a voice changer. The Supreme, though, however, is supposed to be it's supposed to be something you look at, you keep in a case you're not really supposed to ever open because of how authentic it looks. You can put it in a glass case or a dome. But this is a wearable cosplay costume, whatever you want to wear to convention. It's sturdy.
So this one you can battle with.
Yes, this one you can. I've tested it myself, not with actual sabers or anything like that, but you can hit this on the top or anything. It's not gonna break or anything. And if you guys want to get a closer look, if this might be a little hard to see, but inside of the helmet is metal lining all inside, and as I mentioned earlier when we first began this review, this is actually part of the voice changer. The voice changer wasn't really the main selling point. People wanted it because of how nice the mask looked, and this being the focal point and everything, this front half being the selling point. But basically, I really like this mask. When I unboxed it, I thought it'd be heavy. I thought it'd be very hard to put together, and let me tell you, it isn't. It's a very durable, sturdy, and really close to the movie mask. Now, if I held this to like a straight position, you would see the curves that line the helmet right here, how the helmet actually curves back. In the movie, that does happen, but the curve isn't as wide as this, or as you'd like it to be. But that's one movie thing that you really will not see in the movie. It's more thin. This is actually much bigger than the helmet in the actual movie. Another thing I would like to point out is the facts over, I'd say, the overall design and what people would expect when they get this is that you'd expect this to come in a container about a really large size, really big, to be a one piece, but this is a two piece. The reason being, inside there is a strap lining the inside that you actually have to adjust to your head height. If you take that strap out, you can put foam inside and make it fit your head if you wanted to modify it that way, but
and it'll make it more comfortable.
It would make it more comfortable, but people usually go with the head strap. The head strap usually, from my opinion, isn't the best option, but before we end this review, after I test the voice changer, show you guys a little bit about how that sounds, and I'm going to note why they call this the Black Series and everything is basically because the company, everything they make, they revolve around, I guess, Kylo Ren. The Black Series is a new company, started when episode 7 came out, and I don't really know why they call it Black Series. A little bit of info behind it is that a lot of people, cosplayers, like, I think the 51st Regiment cosplayers, I don't know if that's the correct name, they would put mesh lining inside of this to make it more black. Now, if you notice in the light, or just as it is, it's black and you wouldn't be able to see anyone's eyes. The main reason is, obviously, is because what I mentioned earlier, that one little flaw, how they made this side much bigger than the front, is because if this was to be up in par with this eye line sight, you would be able to see, as you can see, the table or whatever is behind, so you'd be able to see my eyes clearly. So they made this bigger on purpose to where it would look Black Series-ish and you couldn't see your eyes whatsoever. Now if you shine a light inside, you would be able to.
So basically, it's not like Darth Vader from episode 4 A New Hope, where you can see that it's a white guy wearing the Vader helmet through the eyes. You can't see the person's eyes.
You could, as long as you don't shine a light inside of
so no
the visor.
lights either, correct?
No, I actually haven't tested that, but I think a lightsaber would work just fine for this because
because of the color.
Yeah, because of the color and due to how it probably
just reflect off.
If you just shined one directly, you'd be able to see it, and I've tested that myself. But now we can move on to the voice changer aspect. Hard to find these little buttons. They are right there. It's a kind of slight indent in this black little button. You press it, it makes a noise. Very soft. And as you can hear, a flaw about these voice changers, there's many flaws in this voice changer, I will point out, is that I'm talking and you can hear the voice changer work right now because of all these holes and lines inside that let the sound go through.
Which might be a good thing for some people who want to have a dramatic scene of just the mask itself talking to someone else without having the person having to dub over. They can be talking off screen, correct?
Yeah, that's actually a plus that I've actually never thought about. That is that you could do that off screen and talk, and it would pick up your voice just fine. But now we can get into the actual aspect of the voice changer, what it sounds like when I actually put it on. So now that I talked to you guys a little bit about the design and how it works and its functionality, we can actually try it on and test out the voice changer. So you can hear it now. Kylo Ren's voice before I put this on in the movie they worked on it. It's a sort of distorted voice, and it's crackly and it's staticky and it's like a broken mask. They made this to where the model on the inside would they made it, and the flaw is that it reverbs a bit too much. So if it didn't reverb so much, if you heighten the pitch a little too, it would sound like more like the movie mask. But it's still a very creepy and sinister-like mask nonetheless. And there's actually a tutorial online. If you guys wanted to look it up, just search Kylo Ren mod for the helmet, Black Series. A guy can mod it for around $60 and have it sound like the movie. But without further ado, we can test the voice changer now in full. So this is me just talking regularly, nothing fancy, no static. It's not on. But if I press it on, I turn it on. First thing you can hear, I'm not even gonna breathe. Slightly crunchy. Now, when I'm talking, I'm just talking regularly right now. This is, there's no effects, I'm just talking normally. You can hear it's a lot of reverb, it's a little bit of a delay. It's actually kind of hard for me to talk because of the delay, you're gonna trick your brain and everything. So that's one flaw. But what I do love about it is this. There is another button, pitch changer. Click it, and you really can't hear this. That sound effect you won't be able to hear. It's kind of like a mushy type version of the sound if you can hear this. So that changes the pitch, can make it louder. Press it again, gets lower. Press it again, gets lower. And press it again, it gets lower. So another cool feature I like about this is breathing aspect. I mean, this also serves, it's a mask, but if you wanted to just freak out some people and act like you have the Force, goof around a bit, you can make some really awesome sounds inside of this mask. One thing that I found out, me and the man behind the camera, you guys should go check him out. Awesome videos, awesome reviews. The Omega Agents HD, by the way. Couldn't have done this without him. Now, as you notice, you can make sounds such as this. You know, a Force sound, or you could even do breathing, creep some people out. It's kind of cool in general. Just